Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our evening political discussion. And this evening, we are going actually to discuss why many people are for the coups which are happening in Africa, despite other politicians suggesting that we should uphold democratic values or we should uphold democracy in Africa. Why is this like so? That many people are for coups which have actually taken place in the Sahel region at large, that is Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali, and other nations within that region of Sahel. Why do people go for that? Despite we all know that democratic rule is one of the best form of governance in the world today. But many people actually support the coups in the Sahel region. So that is actually what I want us to talk about this evening. But before we do that, I could request you kindly to take a minute or two and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video a like, share the video to your friends, and if your friends are lovers of politics, then request them to subscribe to this YouTube channel. So, why do you think many people support coups which have been happening in the Sahel region in Africa? Despite many people know that coups are not the best ways of governance, and very many admire democratic rule. I think one of the things which have made people to support coup leaders in the Sahel region is because very many leaders who have been elected democratically in Africa, they don't deliver to the people, and their governance is very poor. And you will find that most of the people who have been democratically elected, their elections is actually being enhanced by the colonial masters. And those leaders, they become servants of their colonial masters. That is actually what has happened in the Sahel region. People have been electing their government, but you will find that if you go deeper, you will find that those elections are being influenced by the colonial masters. It is the colonial masters who comes and aids certain people to go for leadership. And that is why most of those leaders who have been elected under the so-called democracy, in quotes, they don't deliver to the people. And you will find that whenever they take power, they only serves the interest of their colonial masters, those people who actually supported them, who actually gave them the finance to go for presidency. And that's why people have become very tired. And now they support the coups in Africa because they don't have an option. Because whenever we come up with democratic forms of election, you will find that the colonial masters, they always influence the way election is done in Africa. And that's why in some parts of Africa, you will find that one family have been on power for such a very long time. And every 5 or 7 years, they always go to people to ask for re-election. And because those people within that family lineage are being supported by our colonial masters, they end up winning the election. And that's why many people have seen that it is better for the military to take over because they yearn for development. They yearn for the time when they will get people who will deliver on what they had promised to them. And because of exploitation, with which actually the colonial masters have been doing, and you will find that those government which have been elected democratically in quotes, they will always serve the interest of the colonial master. For example, in Niger, France has been taking the minerals of Niger nearly for free. And because of the president of Niger being actually the servant of the France government, that's why people were very tired. And it was very difficult for you to remove the president Mohamed Bazoum from power because he was having all the resources available for him to win election. And that means the people who are the colonial masters who had actually sponsored them, they gave them everything they need in terms of capital, in terms of money. And that's why it becomes very easy for them to win. In return, to protect their interest, their exploitative interest. And that's why President Bazoum could not stand and tell France that enough is enough. Let us deliver for our people. Let us have energy in our country. So that's why you will find that in those parts where we have coup d'etats taking place, you will find that there is something lacking because of exploitative nature by the person who takes into power for his or her own economical gain. That's why now people are going for coup d'etats. That's why people are supporting military takeover in those countries. But people know very well that if they are given a chance to democratically elect the people they prefer, then the rule will be better. But because the so-called democracy is being manipulative in nature by their colonial masters, that is why people have sought to support coup d'etats in Africa. Because I have always asked myself, why do we support coup d'etats at this time of age? But simply it is because those democratically elected in quotes, they have been put there to protect the interest of the colonial master. And because of that, people have come out to support military coup. coups in Africa. I don't know what is your take about all that. Why do you think people are supporting the military take over in that region of Sahel? Please drop your comment in the comment section below. And if this is your first time to bump into this YouTube channel, I request you kindly to take a minute or two and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Give this video a like, share the video to your friends, and if your friends are lovers of politics, then request them to subscribe to this YouTube channel too. And whenever you subscribe to our YouTube channel, always make sure to smash the bell button. And for those ones who have actually subscribed to this YouTube channel, I say thank you. May God bless you abundantly. And with that, I say thank you. May God bless you until we meet in another next political discussion. Goodbye.